Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading, and today we have another cool reading. Hope you guys are all well. And before we begin, Sagittarius, if you would like your own reading, you can get a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, and the link is below. Click on it and find out all about their Mystic Sense. Yeah, and if you want a reading with me, please see the About tab. I still have a $60 promotional video link. It's private. You get that sent to your email. And yeah, you can get one of those. You can also get a psychic reading, and those are accurate. Yeah, I have yet to put up some testimonials. And we also have the video chats, right, which are usually done on FaceTime or Telegram. You can get a phone call reading as well. Go see the About tab if you would like one. Let's get into it. And yeah, hope you guys are well. And we start with education, Sagittarius. It's the real education. It's not a bunch of BS where, they're trying to make you think a certain way. It's real education, right? Somebody learned here, and we have the void, and this is stop and embrace winter, the great cosmic womb. So we know when we see the word womb that something is either being created, maybe protected, but usually created, the great cosmic womb. Stop and embrace winter. Somebody learned about themselves. Isn't that great, right? It's the most important learning, right? Yeah, it sure is. And so they learned about themselves, and they went through something difficult here because I feel like they were embracing some type of chaos. I have that card here. We have the magician in the mirror, and here he is, the older magician. He's done a lot of, manifested a lot of things in his life, learned a lot, and also created new beginnings for himself, right? And the magician in the mirror is kind of somebody who's learned as well. They're looking in the mirror going, hey, I can manifest just about whatever I want here. Somebody, I feel like, went through an awakening and also suffered something hard. The wasp spirit is here. Sometimes life stings. Yeah, they put some little beads on him. Like he's like a nice guy here, but somebody got stung here, and they experienced a void or chaos. They did. I feel like this is probably your person, and in these readings they can be switched. All right, we have peace and the Knight of Feathers, and this is action and focus. So somebody knows what they want. They did. They graduated at the school of the magician. It seems to me that somebody has ascended or awakened, however you like to kind of, put it, right? Express it. And yeah, and now this person is in peace after chaos, after learning, right? Yeah, let's see what we have. These landscapers are here. We start, Sagittarius, with the World card. Yeah, and I'm not going to be pulling up, showing any cards here that are kind of in their birthday suits, right? The Eight of Cups is in the reading, though, and these people are dressed, right? And this is the root here, Sagittarius. Yeah, somebody's walking away from somebody, and I feel like that's what the chaos is about. I also feel like there's such a learning here. It's like, I can't stay here anymore. And yeah, I beg your pardon for this little bit of noise going on here. I hope that I don't think you guys can hear it because the microphone's right here by my mouth, right? And the Four of Wands, Sagittarius, is crossing the world. This could be whoever has gone through chaos here, right, and learned a lot. They did. They went to the School of Hard Knocks, Sagittarius, right? This is the school that we went to, right? And many other people, right? Yeah, they did. We should all have a high school reunion. We should all have a reunion, right? Where we all learned. And hey, however you learned, some people have not even learned, right? No, they haven't. That is the real tragedy, right? There's no failures in life. The only failure for me is that you never learn, right? You leave this world and you haven't learned, right? And yeah, and so, the World card is here, and I'll kind of, hold it up a little bit here. Going to cover her up. And, the Dancer, the World card is about a brand new life and coming full circle, right? And so it can be a celebration. It's a maturity. It can be closing cycles, a major chapter in your life to have a new one. And it's major expansion, usually the world And yeah, it can be a great wish fulfillment, right? It's usually a lesson learned though, because of the maturity aspect. And also with the world card, somebody has gone through every chapter. They started with the Fool, right? When they were like young and naive. They didn't have to be young. They could have been, 58, right? They could have been. That's not what I learned, Sagittarius. But, they could have been any old age here or any young age, but usually it's a little older. But hey, and then they had to go through the Magician. They had to go through the High Priestess, the whole major arcana. Go through the Tower, the Death card, all this kind of stuff, transformation, right? And when they get to the world, when they finally reach the world here, you've really graduated and come far, right? You really learned about yourself and about life and things like that. Crossing you, Sagittarius, is the Four of Wands, crossing that world card, right? So this is a huge reading. It is when the overall energy is the world. Somebody learned a lesson here because we have education, right? Here's a lady, and she's got the book open, the nice lady, and she's very peaceful. She looks like a really pretty lady sitting here, and the stork is in front of her, and it's like this kind of fairy pops out of the book, and she's like, whoa. And she's like, I really learned here that I believe I can manifest something beautiful, but with this knowledge and this growth and this maturity, right? And here's the stork. I also feel like whoever learned here felt a great void without you. And we have the great void. We do. Well, they call it the void, and I call it the great void, right? Yeah, I call everything something else, right? Yeah. I don't like the box, right? Say it this way. No, this is what they want. They want you to... They want to control your thoughts, and you speak a certain way. Of course, dude. That's been going on, right? Yeah, with the whole speak correct, the whole PC thing. Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit too. That's control, you guys. Yeah, but let's get back to this. Somebody learned something here. They just learned the hard way with the void and the chaos card. And let's look at the Fool card, Sagittarius, because that is what is on your mind or your mindset. So you want to take a chance, or you want to take a leap of faith. It's really more like a leap of faith, because with this World card, I don't feel like there's much of a chance here. What I mean by that is, this is like, it's going to come true. For some people, this is really going to come true. And yeah, here's the Four of Wands to show it. But with the World card in the ending of the chapter, somebody has to walk away from something here. Eight of Cups. In the past, the Eight of Pentacles is sitting here. This is progress. It's also somebody who was either devoted, inspired, wanted to really make an effort here. Could be somebody here who is very engaged in something, like inspired, like whoa, because the guy loves his job there, right? And interesting, they can call that skill and craftsmanship. Here's the nice goldsmith here, right? He's a nice guy here. He's just working, peacefully there. But he really loves his job. And, this can talk about kind of like, I want to be somewhere where I really like make a difference, where I feel like there's meaning. That's what that card can talk about. And whoever hears ending some type of a chapter, they feel like you are so meaningful to them, or you feel this way, right? And so let's see what else we have in the near future, Sagittarius. Yeah, let's see what that's about here. That's in the near future. It's the Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah. And we have the Hanged Man and the Emperor reversed. Oh, my GGs, right? Okay. Oh, my goodness here. And the Ten of Swords is showing up here. It's showing up where either your desires sit, your hopes, your wants. It can also, this can talk about action here, right? Somebody's taking action. We have the Knight of Feathers. That's what they call him here. He's a coyote, I think. Yeah, he is. Maybe he's a fox. He could be a fox, right? But, this is action and focus. So somebody's really focused. The feathers are the swords, right? The mind. So somebody knows what they want because they're going to take action and they are focused. They know this because of the education card. Remember, they went to the school of hard knocks, Sagittarius. They did. And for sure it was, because here's the chaos card with the storm, right? It wasn't easy, right? They're like, oh shit, right? So, let's see what else we have. The Ten of Swords, though, getting back to this kind of action, showing up here where the desires, the hopes, could be, of course, wants. But can also be action that's being taken here. But I feel like you want to end something, or you want this person to end something. Because we see the Eight of Cups and we see the World card, which could be closing out a cycle after some great learning. Yeah, it's a great lesson learned, the World card, right? Yeah. And and usually it's interesting here. The greatest lesson you learn in this world is about yourself, right? When you know yourself, right? Because once you know yourself, you're not going to be in fear and doubts about, I don't know, about anything, about your future, right? You're not, oh, I'm being nervous about your future. And we've all been there. Yeah, this isn't a judgment thing. Yeah, we're not about judgment here. No. And so you're hoping, Sagittarius, your mindset is either to take a leap of faith on somebody, or you want them to do that. The Knight of Wands is reversed here, though. So this is, this is in the near future. And that could be you, because you could be the Knight of Wands here. There could be a third party in this reading, or it could have been about 3 people. Somebody could be walking away from somebody because they felt a void. So you either feel a void without this person, Sagittarius, or they feel a void without you. Yeah. So let's see why we have the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Hermit. This could really be 2 people. It could be a Virgo and you, possibly, but it doesn't need to be. In the near future, though, somebody's going to show their loyalty here, because we have the Hermit here with the black dog, and the dog always talks about loyalty. It does. And here is the snake that he's holding. This is some major spiritual growth here for a new life, and shedding an old skin here to have a new life. That's what snakes do. Yeah. So the Hanged Man is here, and this is your concern with the Two of Cups. Yeah, and let's show these cards here. And Sagittarius, somebody here you're really in love with, and they may definitely be in love with you here. I feel like something's being cleared away. Somebody felt a void without you, like I said, and you bring this person peace. And I feel like they went through a world of hell, or you are, to come forward. Yeah, and this looks like it's going to happen quicko. We have the Hanged Man with the Two of Cups, and these people are embracing ever so tightly, like, oh, I'm so happy to be with you. Probably back with you. They know each other, these 2 people, right? Of course, usually the Two of Cups does, but they know each other. And the Hangman is here. Your concern is either this person awakening to your love, or awakening to like knowing themselves, and maybe waking up that they know you, that they love you, or your concern is a sacrifice. And when I see the void stop and embrace winter, the great cosmic womb, the wasp, sometimes life stings, and chaos, there could be a sacrifice in this reading, especially when we see the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So there may be a sacrifice here. The Emperor, I don't believe this is about you. Well, partially, but I don't feel like you're being sacrificed. No. Somebody's way of looking at life is being sacrificed here, and it's all for the better, right? Yeah, it is. And the Emperor's reversed in your, sits in your challenge, right? Or your environment. I beg your pardon. The Emperor's reversed. Maybe your person is Aries. Maybe they are. They could be, a few people showing up here. We have, Capricorn is the world. Scorpio can be the world too. But we have the Fool. We have Aries twice. And yeah, we have Virgo and Pisces, of course, here with the Hanged Man. But it could be any sign. These are the energies mainly. Yeah, mainly, right? In a private reading, it can be a little different here. The Emperor, 10 of Wands reversed, and he's dropped these wands. Somebody might be a father. They could be with the Emperor here. They could be, a dad, right? Of course. And we have the 10 of Wands reversed in your environment. But I feel like what this is that This is whoever's coming forward and filling a void and learning a lesson here, a hard lesson, right? And so a karmic lesson for sure. But this Ten of Wands here, where he has dropped the wands with the Emperor reversed, this is like somebody's taking control of their life. And so it was burdening for them maybe in the past, or whatever this Ten of Wands represents, dropping these 9 burdens. The man's exhausted, but he has dropped them. He holds one for his power, or, for his future. But, somebody has stepped into their power, and whatever burden is being let go here was really the key to somebody stepping into their power. Something's being left behind here that was holding your person back, or holding you back from having a new adventure, or taking a leap of faith on somebody that you're really in love with here, I believe, or somebody that's special for sure, in the very least. The Ten of Swords shows up here with the Wheel of Fortune, but this Ten of Swords shows up in your hopes and your desires. As I said, this could be you taking action to end something. And the Queen of Cups is reversed. All right, maybe there's a water sign here too. It could be, sometimes it shows up to, represent somebody, somebody who might be going through an ending or taking action to have an ending. Queen of Cups reversed. This can definitely talk about an end in love. This is not your ending, Sagittarius. This person's coming forward, I believe. I don't believe this is your ending. No, I don't. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in the end, or the outcomes, not the end, right? This is just starting, I feel like it is. But the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, in the outcome is you sitting there. I feel like somebody could be ending something to be with you because they felt a void without your love. Yeah, I do feel like that here, or without you in their life. And the Wheel of Fortune is a fate and destiny, I believe. Two of Swords. Okay, so now you have the Two of Swords here. Maybe you don't know about... You look like you're kind of in this Two of Swords in this reading, I believe. I'm getting it here. I feel like what this is... I feel like since after this lesson has been learned, this is like... There's no way this person cannot see that you're not fate and destiny. Yeah, there's no way. Because remember, this person has awakened with the Magician in the mirror, or you have. So this Two of Swords is like, this is fate and destiny. I can't, it's almost like you, if this is your energy as opposed to theirs, you look like you're thinking, well, it's going to happen for me. It's fate and destiny. I feel like, or you feel like this is fate and I'm pretty sure this will happen, or why wouldn't it happen? I feel like that's kind of your energy here. You could maybe be waiting on divine timing, like, where the hell are you? You could be in that energy here. But let's look at your person's cards before we go to the extended. Yeah. And they have the Strength card with Brunhilde and Siegfried. Yeah. Right? And so, this is a story of rescue. And I don't know if you're being rescued from your father, Sagittarius. I hope not, right? Unless, you're 17, your father doesn't want you to be in a union. I don't think that's the case, but, Brunhilde here, her father banished her because she had a boyfriend, and, he was some controlling weirdo. She was pretty young back in those days, but hey, I feel like a lot of parents were dysfunctional. They still are, right? Hopefully they're thinking for themselves. Yeah. And, but, here, Sagittarius, what this really talks about is her father tied her up at the side of the building. That's what he did. He tied her up at this, not the building, the side of the mountain. So he tied her up at the side of the mountain and said, you're going to live here forever. You're going to die, I believe. I don't know what he said to her, but Siegfried was her boyfriend, and he went and rescued her. And maybe this person has banished you, maybe, right? Or left you behind in some terrible way. They could have, but they're feeling the void now. And I feel like this is a hard lesson because we have education and life stings. Yeah, the wasp spirit. Yeah, this is very clear here. They learned here because of the void they felt. Now life gave them a big sting because of that. They awoken with the Magician in the mirror, and they went through chaos. Yeah, and now they want you back. They do. And interesting here, Sagittarius, the crossing card for your person was, there are no wrong turns. And it says, wrong way on this other sign, right? But I feel like this is in the reverse. I feel like what this is, your person took a wrong turn. Yeah, and felt the void without you. This is crossing them. This is bringing them to you. It challenged them because we can see the energy here, like with the oracle cards, right? The strength card is again here in this particular deck here, and there's a pot of tea brewing, and yeah, the strength card is there. We're not going to look for that because we know that it's courage. I kind of wanted to see their version. We'll see it in the extended, right? Their version of strength, but your person has so much courage to come forward, so they're coming, right? Of course, we're going to end this reading. And the extended is super affordable. The link is below in the description box. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining. We're going to have a 10-card oracle, a 10-card tarot spread on them. You guys rock, yeah. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe.